Ukraine. We changed presidential administrations, and we partially moved it to a new ANC district here in DC. And we're back in this hall, though no longer on the first floor. And we have a leadership team. Under their collective leadership, over the past 7 years, we have achieved remarkable progress. Our graduate rates have doubled, and our graduate program is now ranked top 17 in the country. We've updated our curriculum to improve the student experience, our employee implementation too. We've hired 70 faculty and have raised salaries of our many faculty. And in recent years, students have won many prestigious awards, including Truman, White House House, several student Fulbrights. More of our engaged in experiential learning and internships, working to do programs to ensure our comprehensive breadth continues. Meanwhile, our external donations have increased and our partnerships have as well, as many faculty are currently engaged with several initiatives from Brookings Institution to Library of Congress to many centers and programs affiliated here on this campus. After the 2017 retirements of Dr. Thornton and Wanzi, Hassan, and Fraser, this really suffered irreversible calamity 6 months later. And our regular shocking death, and we would ask the next Dr. Paul Kennedy. A year later, Dr. Morris would retire, and I would come along. A year after that, we would lose Mr. Strait. And a year after that, we lost Dr. Alicia Peterson. Each of these brilliant minds and kind souls made their indelible mark on this department, both then for their many years here and for the years to come. And I'm grateful for the opportunity for the first time in person to honor them with their legacy here today. This past year, academic year, two of our long-term colleagues, Dr. Conroy and Dr. Potman, retired. Both have joined us or are joining us at NIMAR, you can see virtually today via Zoom. And we want to acknowledge all of those faculty and staff for the lasting years of impact in our department. And I'd like to invite any of them to be so willing or able to offer any remarks shortly. And finally, it is my pleasure to introduce to begin our memorial reflection remarks. To introduce former chair of this department and associate provost, Dr. Alvin Thornton, to offer some reflections on Mrs. Tony Drake, who was a longtime assistant, not only in this department, not only me and several chairs before me, but really was a mentor and guide to every single student that was walked through these hallways, both here and in Long Hall when we were displaced during our conference. So I welcome Dr. Thornton, who was responsible for hiring Mrs. Drake, to offer some reflections from Mrs. Drake right now. Thank you, Dr. Thornton.
Good evening, everyone. Let me first start my message back home and to be asked to offer a very brief comment regarding Ms. Drake at the moment of hiring her. One of the most important decisions made for the Department of Science at a critical time. I received my PhD degree in political science here, and in the system, I experienced were women who sat in the administrative support structure of the department. They were absolutely indispensable. You had a woman. Actually, there were 5 of them. They were months away from home for undergraduates, at that time, there was a graduate, 40 graduate students. They knew what chairs did not know what president told them. So, and this, to was an exemplar of that capacity. She was everything that I said to you, multiplied by 100. She loved this department, she loved students. See her arriving here early in the morning, not until sometimes 8 or 10 at night. She just loved our students. You know, the essence of our university, the science, in terms of the aspirations of young people who came along. She was a humble woman who lived in Susan. Actually, we lived right around the corner from there. She was a spiritual person. A lot of the love that really to the children, her babies, called came from that. And job for Miss Gray. And we talk about this really very special. Almost she would prepare and distribute for the young people and their families who came back to this department. Miss Gray understood the political science through how I would but there is no university without science. You didn't ask me to comment on that. Great point. Please think about that this building. Look back for 40 years. I walked into this building. Anybody who is this edition, probably more people set in these chairs, not these chairs, but chairs in the hall. And every level of life. Presidency, vice presidency, mayor, lawyers, professors, scholars, they in this world, they sat in this city, in this world. One should forget that. This grade, yes, but nothing small. There is no, there is no Kamala Harris. There is no election Paul, right? There is no there in the Peru, they call it social speed, the greatest Latin scientist that I know, he focused in the so understand that's who you are. At the base of that, I like to say, one of the great ones, father, like the house nation. They all had very great foundation to survive, make sure space was ready for them to support their scholarship and all that. And so let us never forget this. I hope Mr. Chairman will find some way to continue to ask us if we have the capacity to give it. Because I tell people, well, the trade from again, I bring back to the department. We find ways to so in order to get back to the department, just the straight right. That is simple. My daughter, undergraduate, minor in this department. My sister, graduate department. I'm a graduate department, so this is special for me. I chaired my 6 years. They produced everything that I've been able to do, which is personal advice, civic leadership, from a health perspective, which is what happens in this space. So, thank you for celebrating. It's great. Thank you for living your making sure that our students know who she was and what she did.
So appreciate you guys over that we have proposed, the department has proposed to College of Arts and Sciences and those that were there to review. This very next we are in may be named for honor Roger Davis out of Hollywood. Now we bring Dr. Lieutenant, who is a professor and chair of the also director of our program in international affairs, major and minor here. Dr.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, President Robert, for that history. You can't know where you're going to go with it. And to really kind of capture what's happening over the past few years, the ups and downs, highs and lows, really important. And then for Dr. A perfect honoree of this grade. This grade was very, very special. I saw when I came here, and she was my mother, she was my Annapolis wife. And and how much work from something wonderfully to come to work every day between all of the ways in which we stress. This great guy here who building a story. The first week of coming back, building straight, we heard gurgling, and then we looked and we saw the water rising. And I didn't know it. It was great to let me handle this emergency services. That was just great. She ran into it. She wanted to do her. And this was really, as Dr. Norman elaborate, so many great there. Also building wrap up. First African American Peace Prize, first African American founder of the United Nations, and most recently, his grandson worked with us from our program, International Careers. So the legacy history continues. It's my pleasure to give first two awards. Congratulations. I'm going to have to leave my son and wait for me to pick him up. I told him I had to do this, and he said, okay, I understand. Let me begin with Dr. Sabah, who is a junior science major. Based in her paper on Thailand and the United States, they wrote and fix it. For the direction of outstanding direction in international relations. We are pleased to announce that they have chosen as the recipient of this award. Paper is facing 9/11, almost in the grad. AJC has several moments of U.S. policy that destabilization and destruction, culminating in the withdrawal from Afghanistan and the fallout. Thank you so much. Next, I want to call up True Bernie. True is a junior. She here? She's on. Oh, she's on my line. Hey, True. So in her virtualness, True is a junior. Basically, the paper titled "Globalization Active" for consideration of outstanding graduate papers in American politics. Please announce that they have been chosen as the recipient of this award. The paper presents agility in Africa of colonialism, forward politics, and economic exploration. Truth describes unequal treatment for nations from graduate and forgiveness provides non-African nations, but not African nations. Truth uses the line, vulture is a great way to explain Africa's relationship with international economy as well as the Western countries. Thank you so much for your research and your work, and we're honored to you choose the presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Hussain. Thanks for programming and offer opportunity to offer on the life of Dr. Peterson. Words about Dr. Peterson are found in the program. Dr. Peterson has the privilege of representing the department at her ongoing service at Foundry Methods last fall. She worked for 10 years in our department, was really principal be responsible for community development programs, that in particular that we long run out of our department for many years. She was very popular with economics and public administration policy. Was one of our long-time adjunct professors who taught classes from undergraduate to graduate students in community development and urban issues for over a decade. And we lost her semester and to honor Dr. Peterson as well. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. John Patrick Billy, who is both our Director of Internships and is the advisor for the Gamma Catholic chapter of Phi Sigma.
I'm very happy to be here, especially in this room that is eventually going to be dedicated to Mrs. Berry. And I'd like to stand up and put forth on the remarks made by earlier speakers. So please, if you just indulge me briefly and allow yourself to please stand up in just 1 minute for the remembrance of Mrs. Berry. For the soul of Mr. Berry and those who follow the French government to rest and protect peace. So, Phi Sigma Alpha, the National Political Science Honor Society, is of course a great and long-term society that recognizes excellence in every field of political science. And for a long time, it's also the incident here at Howard with regard to this particular field. We've not been able to reconstitute that program, but right now we found out a whole bunch of activities in the national. Certificates, and I see that I recognize so many names, and it's indicative of the excellence that we see here in this department. And we really keep on students. Just in order, Phi Sigma Alpha, the purpose is to recognize the most high academic achievement in the field of political science. And this is the first large introduction to Phi Sigma Alpha for many, many years. We're really excited to have you here today. It's over 60 teams. I hope you figure out. Anytime that you achieve academic excellence, really feel to stand as a champion among those who have first academic. So I thank you for coming forward to be recognized for this. The other thing I'd like to mention also is that internship, experiential learning. But the very is big on that, experiential learning. I think there's no better way to learn by experience. But we say that experience is the oracle of truth. When you experience something, you never forget it. So we are moving in that direction. And the internship program is one way to do it. But we cannot do it alone. I recognize already that we need partnership. And I'm very, very excited that we have to work forward to help us, who will have to us, and move this department forward in terms of what our growth aspiration for our students. Many of our students go into a field of work. And there's some law firms that have come forward, actually, partner with us. They always have the ready to take our students and to not just have them there as interns, but actually group them and mentor them to achieve the purpose that they want to achieve. And I'm very proud to say that everyone that has had the opportunity to go to this program has found their way straight to the law school of economics. Am I not 132? That's I can see, Attorney, Leonard L. Long Jr. here. Very happy to see you, sir. And they actually do more than that. And I also see Attorney Stewart. And I would actually ask them to give brief remarks because sometimes they come to the classroom to encourage students who tell their own story. And it's a wonderful for and everyone that I've gone to any kind of this work and sometimes it's a wonderful experience there. How it's felt. So please, I want you to stand up and sing. And if you don't have, of course, quickly to Ray, welcome back. Equal students always all of the number 8, those 8 have gone on to law school. We not only allow you to work with you said, well, we're just doing filing and so forth. That is not true. We take you to court. We had students work on murder cases, rape cases, major felonies. It gained valuable experience. So when they got to law school, they were prepared for their first law school. They can see someone like myself who's from DC, graduated from DC Public School, took the LSAT, did do well, and then took the bar. They see themselves passing. School. It's been practicing long. What you said, I'm a graduate of Howard University. Practicing law here in the district for approximately 8 years. And it's just, I think our duty, Dr. Beatty called upon us to take some students for the externship program. It was our duty to do that, and it was quite considered our duty to just not have them sit in the office filing and do that sort of thing. We wanted to just give them an experience, practice of law, so that they can make a decision, especially since whether they wanted to do this type of law or go to law school. And I'm happy to say, as everybody said, I mean, we're like 8 for 8, 8, 10, 8 for 10, 10, 8 for 8. The people who, the students who come, they were engaging, they were, at first they were students, they probably there, but in the hours they get out. But they soon learned that, wow, this is something I can hold on to. So we're proud to have participated in the program and look forward to participating further in the program. And we hope that we get some young men to come and get the exposure. Because I mean, we do it right, and we're good lawyers. Fine reputation.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, Nico. Camille Meshack. Carol Aguilera. Carol Eldridge. Colin Faulkner. Terry Williams. Jeffrey Etienne. Supermecca Okendi. Daniel Eden. Destiny Kastler. Yetrari. Lucia Mitchell. Mitchell Davis. Elizabeth Steckmark. Erica Annabelle Hart. Ricky. Abigail Felder. Danny Hudson. David Heckendahl.
Anything Washington? Colorado? Anything Paraman? Lauren Brown? Kevin Watson? Kennedy Jenkins? Patty Burke?
It's Kylie.
Mary Campbell? Nathan Jordan? Lindsay Dixon? Sarah Jones? Sarah McCollum? Karen Rogers? Morgan Skinner? Errol Miller? Matthew Zachary? Nawab Al-Fadli? Randy Long-Shipton? Nia Anderson? Nicole Gilbert? Ophelia Gale? Sarah Grayson? Rebecca Richards? Riley Jacobs? Riley Jones? Frank Gibson? Sabrina Shorter? Shahasa Correa? Shalice Parkin? Sheldon Reese? Trevor Nash? Karen Jones? Tanya Thompson?
Victoria Assembly.
But I stopped to watch this thing Kylie sent us.
We do Tyson and Alpha inductions every semester. So please, if you did not get inducted this semester, please come back and check with us in the fall for next semester. We're likely to get November or late December. So every semester, undergrad or graduate students who fit the criteria of the National Honorary Society for Political Science, Phi Sigma Alpha. Those graduating seniors who are graduating this semester, we have a certificate person to program regalia for you. It may or may not be here in time for your graduation. Either way, if it does arrive, we will contact you to get that information and celebrate along with you again. Thank you, Dr. Asante, for those important inductions into Gamma Kappa chapter of Phi Sigma Alpha. Now, I'm going to transition to undergraduate awards, undergraduate student awards. And I'd like to begin with the Ron Walters Award. Ron Walters Award celebrates exemplary academic achievement in the study of Black policy. Do we have a nominated for Ms. Tatiana Kirk, who is the winner for this year's Ron Walters Award? I believe this person is online. We saw her earlier. So congratulations to you, Ms. Kirk. This is the high-performing graduating senior with the Black Policy focus and a middle 3.5 GPA. Norman Beckman Award.
Everybody, I'm honor Kylie Burke with the Norman Beckman Award. I like to come this way. The program tells you a little bit about the award, but let me tell you about Kylie. She's from Oakland, California, an active in community engagement since high school. She co-organized the Oakland March of Our Lives 2016, has served as congressional fellow in the office of former Senator Kamala Harris. Kylie has been elected to A2 student government, right? To serve as executive president. She did advanced social media planning for the office of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. She worked in the Alameda County District Attorney's Office and established the first Black Alumni Association for her high school. So all I want to say is Kylie has established an outstanding record of public service, and upon graduating, plans to continue to work in the public sphere. Everyone, Kylie Burke. The Marguerite Ross Barnett Award.
Yeah. Like I said, mute my mic.
Senior in American politics this year is Tyler Reed. Award Tyler Reed with the Ross Barnett Award this year, of course. I'll tell you a little bit about her. She's from Bel Air, Maryland, as a graduating senior. has excelled academically, while completed her bachelor's in 3 years. And which of course required her to take a heavy academic load. She's taken all the American government and public policy and politics classes offered in the department, earned an A in all those classes, and intends to go to law school and practice constitutional law in the model of Justice Thurgood Marshall, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and now soon to be seated, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. Everyone hired.
Are you online?
Undergraduate paper, standing up here. Michaela Jones is the winner of the, here she is, excellent. From Atlanta, is a strong advocate for those who are less fortunate. For instance, she's a founding member of P2P, which stands for Prison to Professional. This is a student-run organization, and Howard is the first undergraduate chapter. It is a national organization that focuses specifically on prisoner reentry, which is a issue close to my heart. So I'm very proud of the undergraduates that have created the chapter. Michaela is also active in the student government. She's interested in Representative Connolly's office, where she contributed to his office's effort to pass a bill focused on police accountability. She's also a co-organizer for March for Lives Youth Lobbying Collective, which focuses on preventing gun violence. But her award-winning paper entitled Return Migration and Political Identification in Atlanta Metropolitan Area, she explores the intersection of population shifts within the United States and election outcomes. So this shift is, of course, of Black professionals moving from northern cities back to the South. And this idea of returning to the state where their parents and grandparents and great-grandparents may have left. This paper that Michaela wrote literally looks at how Georgia turned blue in January 2021, which of course ensured President Biden had a Senate majority, which allowed him then to, of course, appoint the justice or soon to be seated first Black woman. But everyone, standing in paper and intersectionality and identity. My chair just said, sure, just go ahead. Allison Smith, if you could please come up to me. Thank you. So Allison is the winner of the outstanding undergraduate paper, Intersectionality and Identity. First, a little bit about Allison. She's from Memphis and was nominated for this award from a member of the Shelby County Commission, Tammy Sawyer, who Allison has worked with on campus, but also in Memphis. Allison supports first-generation students, gives voice to the experiences of her generation, and has appeared in Teen Vogue and The Guardian, completed a fellowship with Black Lives Matter, interned in Speaker Pelosi's office. And a fun fact about Allison and her application is she worked for the Memphis Zoo during the pandemic. Like, what animals did you focus on? Stingrays. I'm gonna add that to something so I can share it. But her award-winning paper entitled Audre Lorde, The Intersections of Feminism. She explores Audre Lorde's essay, The Master's School Will Never Dismantle the Master's House. In her essay, Allison provides a rich description of how patriarchy, feminism, and racism exclude Black women from important discussions. Therefore, she argues it is vital to incorporate all identities, poor women, Black women, women from the developing world, LGBTQ people, and others into all public discussions in order to dismantle bias systems perpetrated by white men and white supremacy. Everybody, Allison Smith.
Thank you so much, academic. We have a few more of these undergraduate awards. And if I can, I'd like to invite Dr. Sanders, be my joint, to introduce. Reason I'm inviting Dr. Sanders, everyone should know Dr. Sanders. Is our director of. Hoping you can introduce.
All right, so, yes, thank you, Dr. Perry. This award, is for the, recipient in undergraduate Black politics, Eric Townsend. He's a PhD student,
Ruth Townsend. Ruth Townsend.
Yes. Very good. He is, he's a PhD student, right? Reparations for consideration of their paper.
Ruth, or paper was entitled reparations.
Focus on the demographic scope of inequity within the Black community, and it is involving education, housing, banking, healthcare, and social welfare. And the research reflects a deepening crisis in which 1 in 11 Black men are currently under threat of control, while South Black males will die at the hands of police, and 1 in 3 Black children live in poverty. 1 in 3 Black families have zero negative wealth. And it goes on to stark differences between Black communities and their white counterparts support the existence of the serious injustices that frustrate the political relations. So, Luke.
We have one more undergraduate student. That final undergraduate award, want to present the additional undergraduate award and jury to Yasmin Korea. In junior, Yasmin wrote a paper titled Difference and Dominance, a Theory of Radical and Intersectional Feminism. And a quote from this paper is where he writes, feminism has operated on distributed terms in the equal rights realm. In this context, feminism is about women securing the same rights as men. By law and on paper, women and men have equal rights, they can vote in elections, file divorce, join the military, own property, yet women may not exercise rights the same as men, and differences in experiences like gender persist. Thus, we can conclude the distributive approach to feminism is unsuccessful and does not secure the equal treatment of feminism. Is a man, there's a lot here. Wonderful. Want to congratulate for winning a new award. Oh, Dr. Bodie. Yes, thank you. Dr. Bodie. All right. My fellow man, Dr. Bodie, Professor Director of the Critical Women in the Global Leadership.
It's great to get back to you. But thank you all so much. I am so delighted to present this award to Amy Kelly, who is senior in political science and finance African studies, who has written a solid paper on women in Namibian women in politics, changes and patterns from colonization, colonialism, post-independence. And so she does a wonderful work of tracing women from colonial post-independence and looking at how they rose to become one of the top women within the international parliamentary union, having one of the largest assemblies globally, men represented legislators. But despite the great numbers, women still face gender equity. So and equity. So this is a wonderful paper, and I'm looking forward to you submitting it to the Women's Center and Raleigh Public and for all the I'm also excited to say that Amy Allen is one of the interns. She reached out with 10 at the center, so she's one of the interns. I know her, she was in my class. So it's just warming my heart to live in the congratulations. And now I'm going to say that Gabrielle is one of the current ambassadors at the Women's Center, and of course, Kylie Beck has been with the Women's Center from the beginning of this journey. Congratulations in advance, and for everyone else, the Women's Center. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dubuni. While we await Dr. Back to introduce our final ambassador award, I would love to introduce Dr. Miami Carter, who is our Director of Graduate Studies, introduce our graduate students.
Welcome everyone to see some of your faces in graduate or undergrad. Well, and the journey is well earned and well deserved. I have been a deep pleasure to be director of graduate studies for last year. Graduate education is something dear to my heart, and I am very, very excited to present this next slate of awards. For the first award, we have the best paper in American politics by graduate students, and that is awarded to Noah Al-Fadri for his paper, an analysis of the American Constitution, where he has argued essentially that the Constitution separation of powers is a powerful institution. However, the political structure is necessary to enforce this separation of powers, in particular this accountability. So Dr. Burns appraised this paper as being exceptional. We support that he took with Dr. Burns, and I also had to play. The other award I would like to present is a student of ours that is, I think, very successful in our coursework, but also just a particular pleasure to work with and to have in our class. This next award is the best paper in graduate political theory, presented to Babajide Teller, who unfortunately could not be with us today. Babajide is a patient student, and they submitted a paper in American Political Thought, and which tells us the recipient of this award in part because of the strength of this argument. In that paper, they argue that the truth is that if the U.S. is truly liberal, truly based on individual freedoms, if it's truly Republican and based on non-domination, then the country, among other things, should not have witnessed the emergence of inflation, the rise of rate cases of police brutality, the excessive, the income gap, the rich and poor, the existing discrepancy in access to employment, healthcare, housing, etc. So for this critical examination, Babajide won this award, and we also want to present our condolences and our sympathy to Babajide, Nigeria's very mother. This is a much-deserved award, but also a very difficult period. So our thoughts and prayers are with you on that journey, and please join us in congratulating Babajide. So the next award that I have giving is for the grad extramural activities. And what extramural means is something outside of school, and in particular, looking for women outside of Howard University. And this next student has been very enterprising in that pursuit. We are pleased to say this student has won on his acceptance into the university. Frederick Douglass
Award, which is granted by the graduate school for students of high promise, upon their, matriculation into Howard University. And, what's really weird is it's wins it more than one. And this has not only won that award again, and it will be funded, for the next academic year, but also sought out several, non-Howard University financial awards and is well on their way to being successful and is an exceptional also. And this award goes to Carlos Aguilera, who I don't think could be with us this evening either, right? But Carlos has been funded both internally and externally. He's applied for multiple opportunities, but also he's worked on very high caliber. So please the next award also for Carlos Aguilera is for the Chevron Award. They submitted a paper called Electric Vehicle Charging Infrastructure for Consideration for this award. And we are pleased to announce that they have been chosen as the recipient of this award. In particular, this paper highlights the policy levers that are needed to bring energy policy to the forefront of the domestic agenda and focus on how building charging infrastructure creates an opportunity for jobs that ensure high quality career opportunities. And Carlos argues that targeting job creation for charging infrastructure around quality jobs tackle both climate and economic crises, particularly for those who are low income, Black, Latinx, and are in charging deserts without access to public charging stations. So this award, as well as the graduate extramural award, goes to Carlos Aguilera. And I would outstanding graduate. Thank you so much, Dr. Carter. I now our attention to the screen welcome Dr. Marilyn Lashley, a former professor in this great department. This year, the department has named a new award in her honor, and we would love for her to have an opportunity to introduce the student who winning this award. Dr. Lashley.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Especially thank you to my faculty colleagues for establishing and designating an award in my name to an outstanding undergraduate student in global politics. It is exceedingly difficult to convey my absolute surprise and elation for this honor. More important, the thesis selected to inaugurate this Global Politics Award, submitted by Ms. Serena Strader, fully captures the rationales and values of examining the vexing questions in global politics that ensue from our shared human condition and goals promoting social justice. Her recognition of the needs to situate questions in global politics in their historical context to inform one's hypotheses and to use multiple methods in their analyses are clearly demonstrated in her stellar thesis, The Past, Present, and Future State of Global Powers, the US, China, Russia, and the War on Ukraine. Kudos to Ms. Serena Strader for her excellent and compelling thesis paper that impressively handled a potentially unwieldy research topic. I am thrilled to see Howard University political science undergrads tackle such meaningful, challenging, and important questions that sometimes can be seen as tangential to African American interest or of little relevance. Ms. Strader, your selection for this award warms my heart and my soul. Thank you. Congratulations.
very much. Looking at the group of our undergraduate and our graduate awards, and we now get to segue into our faculty awards. And I would like to begin by going back to some of my introductory comments at the beginning of the program of how much progress our department has made over the last several years. But in that progress, we have lost some of our faculty who have left the department. And so 4 faculty members have left or are leaving in the last 4 years since we have had this program. We want to honor them and their service to the department. And so I know 3 of them could not be here, but their legacy at Howard and Physical Science speaks for itself. And that one is Dr. Lorenzo Morris, who graduated in spring. Who retired who retired in spring of 2019. Former chair of the department, longtime member of the faculty senate, among many other accolades, the National Council of Laboratory Science, etc. Dr. Morris retired in spring of 2019. He did not get a chance to honor him his legacy. I want to do that today. Also, we have an opportunity to honor the legacy of Dr. Michael Bontroy, who left us last year, but who spent a lot of time here, not only as a student, but as a faculty member, and was very integral in the stages of our success for our graduate program, in particular, getting us to where we are in part today. And Dr. Bontroy, we wanted to honor the rest of last year for his loyal service as well. And finally, we would like to, I want to thank Dr. Bontroy. Would you like to say any words? Okay, okay. Okay. Well, Dr. Bontroy, I appreciate you joining us. Absolutely, Dr. Morris, I apologize for not being here. But finally, I'd like to recognize Dr. John. There's Dr. Bontroy, Steve.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Good, thank you. I just wanted to say quickly to everyone, I'm really, really glad that you all are doing this award ceremony to recognize the students, both at the undergraduate and graduate level. This is the kind of community building event that I think is really important. And so I want to just say thank you for thinking of me and including me. And I wish all of you all the best going forward. Thank you very much.
So one of the service, then we have one more award for current excellence and faculty scholarship. But to conclude our recognition of those of loyal service, we also want to acknowledge Dr. Naomi Carter, who is leaving us this year, but who has labored for 6-7 years here as an associate professor in our department, but also director of graduate studies most recently. And we want to acknowledge the many years of service and hours of mentorship and time that Dr. Carter has committed to this department. We are better in part from Pleasant Park, and many hours of labor and service by our students. This has been one of the most rewarding professional experiences of my life. So professionally, personally, that Howard has brought me. I am a graduate person because of it. And I just thank all of you for being part of it. Ben Summer, Dr. And finally, I'd like to recognize John Cotton, who retired last year after many years. At Howard University, after 10 years of loyal continued service, you are named Professor Emeritus, certainly a title that Dr. Cotton has earned. And one thing about somebody to honor him, his legacy. We are fortunate not to get a chance to do this last year when he left. Is Dr. Cotton with us on the line? Dr. Cotton, can you hear us and see us? Well, I don't see him there at the moment now. But Dr. Cotton deserves so much recognition for many hours of time he has spent mentoring to not only in politics, not only in his role more recently as the social director of the graduate study, but for decades as a leading scholar and mentor and colleague here. And we would be remiss to not take a moment to reflect on Dr. Cotton's legacy in our department, who retired last year. And our opportunity to meeting all of again all of those who have been honored with the global awards this weekend. But Dr. Cotton and Dr. Morris, who's honored them both, and also, of course, Dr. Ron Troy, who you just heard from. So thank you very much, honoring great and deep faculty members who have departed or are departed on the weekend. Finally, one last award, and then we get to hear from our dean, Dr. Patterson. Thank you so much for being here, Dean. One final award is an award for a faculty member for outstanding scholarship. We have seen a significant amount of scholarship from this individual on an annual basis, on a recurring basis, multiple times a day. Not only is their scholarship significant to the areas in which they do their work, but it's also significant to the people whose lives that work touches. Some who have more freedom than others, and all of whom depend on that kind of research for a greater freedom for them. So very much honored to recognize Dr. Peter Middlepath.
I'm really actually touched by this award. As scholars, we toil alone, we send things out for publication, we get rejections, we send it back out to open land somewhere. As I mentioned earlier, I do research on prisoner reentry, but I've also expanded into the area of food insecurity. So I really care about marginalized communities, those that are disadvantaged, and am searching for policy recommendations, and literally will go and talk to local, county, state, and federal officials and give them ideas on how they can improve the lives of marginalized communities, mostly Black communities, based on my research. So thank you, colleagues. I really
My pleasure to have an illustrious history of graduated from this sociology and anthropology, and now has been dean of the College of Arts and Science, of course, the biggest and best, the baddest college on campus. And really grateful for his leadership that has allowed us to have the success and growth that we have had. We cannot do it without partnership with the College of Arts and Sciences. I welcome Dean Patterson.
building up our local community, but it's also like elevating our food. This is it's a special place for me. I got part of that. I said it feel like I'm a pretty great. I said it's been a great year. It's all down perspective of my and then later on, about the third part of returning next year, partner 4 years as well. Back in my, I have to say, one thing I like to do, especially in the year, I have this voice inside of me, like something going to go big time. And it's just book, but the thing, Carol Lance, without curious about this, why don't we get the count to one? How do we got so little? First of all, who gets what in account? And it impacts on me. I know I was going in on the following Carol as well as for the client, but also when it comes to the bigger one, other parts come to bigger. I don't even other times it's going to people. So again, it's like questions that I had in politics and but again, a lot of articulation between sociology. In any way that I can, to the success of the department and to all the faculty and to
And I want to finish with 3 surprise recognitions, if I can, really quickly. One is recognizing Dr. Heidi Urban, who is leaving us, who this year, and as large part due to the Collington and the College of Arts and Sciences, bringing this Chamberlain Fellowship opportunity to us. Dr. Urban, who I know was online, and of course, she's going to go teach, has been with us for a year. Her classes have received rave reviews and has allowed us to expand our comprehensive knowledges where we are teaching about the intersection between the military and politics. And we have enjoyed Dr. Urban for the past year. We will miss Dr. Urban, and we're recognizing her for meritorious contributions as the 2021-22 Chamberlain Fellow.
Hi, Ravi. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute honor to be part of this department. I thank you from the incredible warm welcome you gave me last summer. I have benefited more than I think I've contributed to the students and to the department, but I am richer for this whole experience. It's been wonderful to get to know everybody. And I am thrilled about the opportunity to still stay in touch and just be across town and hopefully continue to teach here at Howard. And thank you, Ravi, and to the whole department.
Finally, I'd like to recognize, if I can, the contributions of our staff. We are fortunate to have our great staff. I'm aware that some of mine may be running, so I would grab her. Thank you, Dr. The work of departments gets done because because of staff. I think it's important that students understand that, and we faculty certainly are benefited by that reality every single day. Staff allow us to do what we do. We cannot do what we do. There is no functioning department, there are no award programs, there are no significant time to honor each other if it's not for staff. There's no bathroom something if it's not for staff. Right? There's no functional email address. We don't get paid if there's not, we do not recognize our staff. It's really, really important that we acknowledge the role of staff in making this department what it is. We honor those staff members, some of whom left us, who of course built a strong foundation that we will never forget. But we also have two opportunities to honor our current staff. And I know that Ms. Johnson is probably busy kind of working, but I'm acknowledging her with a board called Cheers Award for exceptional staff performance. Ms. Benja came to us about a year ago, in a much needed time that we had for the vacancy of grade. She brought with her skill sets that are immeasurable and that you can't take someone enough for, that has allowed us to rebuild, to rebrand, to come back into the space, to do so equitably and fairly with our colleagues of other units, and has taken on the role of manager of this space while the university temporarily assigns a permanent person in the near future. Ms. Benja is here before most of us and leaves after most of us have been gone. And really want to acknowledge the significant work that she has given to our department that simply cannot be understated enough. And if you know Benja, Ms. Benja, Ms. Johnson, then you have been made better by knowing her. And if you're a student in your career, probably circulating faster, quicker, more efficiently, more smoothly because of her as well. And so in her absence, because she's working yet again, I want to acknowledge her. And I want to acknowledge our most recent staff hire, William. Being awarding the Chair Award for emerging leadership and performance, he's going to look at the top finance semester and has pulled off a great event like this. And has contributed mightily to our infrastructure of our administrative leadership. We needed Glenn. And Glenn has certainly filled shoes ever so every single day. And is often the go-getter. I thought I was someone who had former track days, apparently not good anymore. But Glenn beats me in running around campus and running around this building to get what we need done for our students and for our faculty. So I want to acknowledge Glenn Miller with this chair. It really is my pleasure to be professor and chair of the department that was founded in 1928. We are just a few more incoming classes away from introducing the first class that will graduate in our 100th year anniversary of the department. The faculty have been working hard behind the scenes over time to build the future of that department post those 100 years. We have plans in place. We are waiting on signatures and approval. But the faculty have done the work. They have done the labor. Because it really is a pleasure to honor them. But this really is the day about our students. And I really cannot thank each and every one of you, both online and in person. You also have survived such a difficult time in your academic study with COVID, with transition back to this building, with many of you, again, being members of our department who were back in locked in so many other places. And through all these transitions we've discussed, students students have been the ones who have stood fast and have stayed strong, have stayed on course, and which is why we're so glad that tonight today. We can do anything else for your time and tribulation, and your success thereafter. Please let us know. But on behalf of the Department of Political Science and all of the faculty, I really congratulate our students for their success today, and for our faculty and staff, congratulate each other for the time we have spent laboring to build this great future. So thank you very much. Hope you have a great evening, and we will see you soon. Classes, remember, in tomorrow. Final grades are due tomorrow, faculty. And we will do a graduating student recognition program for both graduate students and undergrad in a couple of weeks, the week of. So do look for some emails about that so we can celebrate. There will be food there at that event. So we look forward to celebrating with our graduates. For a master's student, PhD, or a master's degree candidate, we want to see that event in a couple of weeks. Meanwhile, study for exams, do well, be well. Take care.